Yo, welcome to the Vibe Providers podcast. I'm your host, Kaitlyn.
And I'm your other host, Missy. And today the vibe we're providing is buggy. We are talking about pet peeves.
Yep.
And let me tell you, when I was thinking about it, I have a lot.
Ay.
And I'm like, am I a mean person? Am I not very nice? Because I made my list. Usually when me and you get listener responses, we collect like 5 or 10 of our own.
Yeah.
I made my list of 10 and then had to edit because I was like,
Oh, whoa.
I had more than 10 and I had to edit down.
Whoa.
I got a lot.
I had to think of mine, but it's hard to know them in the,
Yeah.
they're always in the moment. And I'm like, oh, I got to write this down, like to remember this for a time when someone needs to know what one of my pet peeves are.
Like, oh, I hate that so much.
But I'm also trying to live my life like, don't let them bother you. You know, like it's not that serious.
Oh, I am bothered, apparently. So we're going to talk about our pet peeves, and then we're going to talk about your pet peeves, like listener pet peeves.
Yep.
And we got a lot of responses.
So many.
People had opinions.
People are bugged.
I love that. Okay, do you want to go first?
Sure. A few of mine are definitely travel related.
Okay.
When you're standing at baggage claim, and I kind of like try to stand a little farther back.
Yeah.
Because we don't need to be surrounding it because we all have to grab our luggage. But when you're standing there and then someone stands in directly in front of you, and you're like, did you not think I had to go to grab my bag? Like now I'm going to have to bump into you to grab my bag.
Yeah.
Anyways, if I bump into them because there's not enough room, I am not saying sorry.
You're like, you put yourself here.
Yeah. That's mine. That's my first one.
My first one is wet socks.
I do not like.
Like if you're wearing socks and I step in a puddle in the bathroom, worst day ever.
Yeah.
I can't function. I have to stop and change the socks. I can't live my life with wet socks.
No, me neither.
Hate it. I cannot take it when someone just like leaves a puddle somewhere for me to
It's like,
step
why aren't
in.
you standing on the mat and drying off first?
Yeah. Or like even in the kitchen,
An ice
if the
cube?
kids, an ice cube and you step on it. Ooh,
Oh,
makes me
no.
so mad.
Okay, this next one literally just happened to me.
Okay.
When you're sitting by a guy on a plane and he spreads his legs and it goes into your room.
That's so rude. I'm like, no, that is your space. Only take up your space.
Like, why is your leg touching my leg? You're a stranger.
Yeah.
Oh, I was so mad the
Ooh,
whole
I don't
time. I
like
couldn't
that.
stop thinking about it.
My next one is chronic lateness.
Yeah.
This isn't like, oh, you hit traffic and you're a little late. I get it.
Yeah.
It's when you know that whoever you're inviting to this thing is at least 20 minutes late always.
Yeah.
I cannot.
Yeah.
I'm like, get yourself together. If you told me you'd be there at 6, be there at 6.
Yeah.
And I have people in my life who I'm like, if I tell them a time, they're 30 minutes late.
Whoa.
Like if they're coming to dinner, 30 minutes late. I'm not even going to start prepping until then because they're going to be late. I just find it like the most inconsiderate. I just cannot handle it.
Cannot handle the lateness.
Get yourself together. If you know what time you got to be there, work backwards. We got to leave at this time.
Yeah.
It's not that hard
Yeah.
to just be on time.
Yeah.
I can't.
Oh, we got to be breathing. We got to do some breathing exercises while we do this episode. Okay, my next one is micromanaging from a coworker.
Ugh. Yeah.
But low-key also, like, I don't know, when I worked at Lehigh Mills, my boss was always micromanaging me, always telling me to do things differently. Like, there was not one thing I could do right. Like, there was always a simple thing I could have done and literally I was like, you hired me for this?
Let me do my freaking job.
Anyways, like literally micromanaging me until my very last day at Lehigh Mills.
Oh my gosh.
Like
I hate.
And I will say, guys, I normally am someone who like is just always like a chronic people pleaser, or like someone could say something like passive aggressive to me or like a backhanded compliment and I'll just like kind of like take it or whatever.
Yeah.
But on the last day, I was doing like one last thing, like wrapping up my work.
Yeah.
And she micromanaged me, and I was like, good thing I'm not working here anymore, and you can have it. And I literally like said that. I was like, good thing I'm not working here, and now it can be always your way or whatever.
Yeah.
And she like laughed it off and was like, oh no, that's not what it. But I'm like, girl, you've
It
been
is, though.
micromanaging me this whole time. And like now you're like, oh no, no, dude, you've been doing it for however long I've been here.
If you ask me to do a job, let me do the job.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, if there's like things to critique or whatever, like I totally get it. Or like, hey, for next time, like let's try and like
Yeah,
do this
but if
more,
they don't
whatever.
trust you to just do your job,
But it's
so
like
buggy.
I'm literally taking your advice and doing things, and then you're still finding fault. It's like, okay, then maybe you don't want me here.
Yeah, maybe you should do it.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, I had a lot to say about that.
Oh, that's
one.
okay. I made someone really mad at my church because they put me in charge of a committee.
Uh-huh.
And I've been doing my job, and they came to everything and constantly were telling me how to do it. And I was like, I'm doing it how I'm doing it.
Yeah.
And then I had a baby,
Ooh.
a literal baby. And she was like, we need to be having meetings every month because we're doing this. And I was like, literally, lady, lay off.
Yeah.
You asked me to do this, so I'll do it my way.
Yeah.
And if you don't like how I'm doing it, let go of me.
And
I don't even want to be involved.
You said that?
Yeah.
What did she say?
She said I hurt her feelings.
Whoa.
So that went great.
You hurt my feelings by freaking.
I'm literally 1 month postpartum. Kill me if I take a break for a second.
Dude. Whoa.
And she kept being like, we need to be doing this and this and this, and you need to be hosting meetings. I'm like, don't tell me what I need to be doing. You put me in
Ooh.
charge. Let me do my job.
Yeah.
My hell. It makes me so mad.
No, dude, I'm getting worked up.
My next one is probably my biggest pet peeve.
Tell us.
And it is laziness.
Oof.
And this is not just like, oh, I want to chill.
Yeah.
I'm cool. I love to chill.
Yeah.
It's when people don't do stuff just because they're lazy.
Uh-huh.
Like, ooh, it makes me so mad. I'm like, this could be 100 times better if you just like tried a little. Like a little at all.
Yeah.
And it would be perfect.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, I just like didn't show up. I just like didn't do my thing. I just didn't feel like doing it. And I'm like, I don't care if you don't feel like doing it.
Yeah.
That's lazy. Do it. And when people are too lazy, it's literally the worst excuse. I don't feel bad for you if you are choosing to be lazy.
Yeah.
Do the dang thing.
Yeah.
Ay.
Ooh.
I hate it. I hate it so much.
Ugh.
When people are sitting on their bums, when there's stuff to get done,
Yeah.
nothing makes me want to hurt that person.
You're like,
I want to
"Nah,
throw a book at their head and be like, get off your bum.
Yeah.
There's things to do.
Yeah.
Ay.
Oh, jeez.
I can't.
Okay. When we are in a group setting and someone is talking and other people are having side conversations.
Oh, yeah. Like you were talking to the whole group and then all of a sudden
Yes.
there's a side conversation.
So, for example, I have a Sunday school class at church, and every time we teach, before we get started, everyone gets to say the best and worst thing about their week.
Yeah.
And you have the floor.
Yeah.
I will literally pause the person if like two people are like talking. I'm like, oh, so-and-so's pause. Hey, like we should all be listening. Like I don't know why you would literally be talking to someone right now.
Yeah.
Like if you're talking and you want to share about your life, wouldn't you want people to like be interested in you?
Yeah, when it's your turn, don't you want people to listen?
And even
so then
like
you gotta listen.
as adults and stuff, like, you know, when you're with people and you're telling them like a story and then like two people just like start talking to each other.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I literally just want to stop talking and literally leave.
Yeah, you're like, rude.
I don't know.
My next one is crumbs sticking to my feet.
That's why I wear shoes in my house.
And I have kids, which is like crumb heaven,
Yeah.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
I wear shoes and socks all the time because if a crumb sticks to my bare foot, I'm over. Like I
No.
can't function.
No, literally same.
If I have to pick up my foot and like rub it against my leg to get the stuff off, I can't.
No, same.
I can't handle it. I'm a chronic vacuumer.
Yeah.
And underneath my table is always a disaster. I don't sit at my table.
Yeah.
When my kids eat, I sit somewhere else.
No. Missy, you are so right about all of this. So
Yuck.
I guess I don't wear shoes inside. I have inside shoes. Like I have Crocs that only stay inside.
Yeah. And I have like slippers.
I'm never walking barefoot in my house. I don't even have kids yet.
Yeah. I do sometimes, and then I realize this is a bad
Why'd you do
idea.
that?
Yeah. And then I have to switch.
Yeah.
I'm like, I gotta put shoes on. It makes me nuts.
My next one. Wait, is it my turn?
Yep.
Okay. People who just stop walking. Example.
Oh my gosh.
At Disneyland. I swear everyone, they just stop.
They just stop.
But it's not like they go off to the side. They just stop.
In the middle of everything.
And at the airport. It's Disneyland and the airport when people just like, we're all walking and they just stop.
There's people behind you
like
walking.
If they're like stopping to look at their phone, like step to the side.
Yeah.
Like even if I'm with someone and they're like, oh wait, and they're like, stop. I'm like, oh, come to the side, like come over here. Like I will not let the people in my group stop in the middle of wherever we're walking. We will always
like, we gotta
go
move.
to the side. When I have kids, if they need to be a leash kid, they will be a leash kid. They're not gonna be stopping in the
when it's a family with a kid, I give them a little grace.
Yeah.
But I'm still moving my stroller over if I've got to address something. Like if they drop something, you got to stop and get it. I get that.
Yeah.
But when an adult who literally is just doing their own thing
and they
stops
just
right in front of you.
At the airport,
a
grown adult stops. I'm like, what in your brain is telling you not to move to the side?
Yeah, just stop.
I just don't. I just want to like have an intervention that very moment. Be like, what made you think not to move to the side? What made you think there's not people behind you in one of the most crowded places you could be on earth?
We got to talk about this right now.
Like, let's come step to the side and let's have a talk. Why are we stopping?
Yeah, it is very infuriating. My next one is when a group can't make a decision. Mm-hmm. So everyone's like, where should we eat? And everyone throws out ideas and everyone hems and haws and then nothing happens.
Yep.
Ooh, it burns my gears. That's not the right saying, but you know, it grinds my gears. I'm just like, I'm fine if everyone throws out some options.
Yeah.
But then someone has to make a decision. We can't just stop talking about it and then come back to it later.
Yeah.
Make a choice.
Yeah.
I do think some people tend to think I'm bossy because if we're in a group that's not making a decision, I'm making the decision.
Yeah.
I'll be like, this is what we're doing. And people are like, oh. And I'm like, no one's choosing. Ay.
Oh, Tank sees someone in the neighborhood just doing his guard dog.
Oh, yeah. It's buggy. I can't. We got to make choices. And if someone doesn't care, say like, I'm good with whatever. That's fine. But then someone who cares has to make that choice.
Yeah.
If someone's like, I don't care what we eat, and someone's like, I'd like Mexican food. Great. Pick a place. Let's go.
Yeah.
Right now.
Love it.
Ugh. I cannot round and round.
My next one is like kind of broad, but I'll try and like make it make sense. But when people are passive aggressive, it's like, no, just tell me.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like if they're like, I don't know, you can kind of tell when someone like switches.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like, oh, hey, did I do something? Like, oh, no, whatever. But it's like, well, okay, well, you're acting different.
Yeah.
So, like, can we just communicate and, like, move on?
Somebody's bugging you.
Yeah.
So let's talk about it.
I don't know. I just feel like I love harmony so much. So when, like, something shifts, I'm like, let's talk about it. Let's figure it out. And then, like, we're back.
Yeah.
We're back.
And you
we're
can
normal.
feel it.
Yeah. And so, like, literally, like, just between me and Kalal, he doesn't, like, he's not passive aggressive. But, like, if something shifts, I'm like, we have to talk about it. We have to, like, get to the bottom of this so we can live in harmony again. So if I have, like, a friend who's, like, being weird, I'm like, I can't live like this.
Yeah.
Like, you need to tell me, or, like, you need to just, like, be okay.
Yeah. Either let's clear the air or you got to let it go.
Anyways, don't, like, be doing that to me.
I will talk. I have one that's related to that. And it's when people try to get you to do something without asking you. Like they're trying to be like, oh, this is happening, and they want your help, but they're not saying, hey, would you help me?
Yeah.
Same with my kids. I get on them bad. They're always like, my water bottle doesn't have water. And I'm like, are you asking me something?
Yeah.
I'm like, you're asking me, would you fill my water bottle up, please?
Yeah.
if they hint at what they need, they're not getting it.
Yeah.
Ask me for what you need.
Yeah.
And I think adults do this too. They're like, oh, this is happening. And they're telling you. And you're like, I'm not going to do anything unless you ask me for what you need.
Yeah.
Don't him and haw. Don't beat around and hope I come back to it.
Yeah.
If you need something from me, ask.
That's so funny that you say that because you're the most helpful person. And if someone ever asks for your help, and if you want to and have the time, you're going to give them a big yes.
Yeah, I will. I'm happy to help people, but I need them to ask me for it.
Yeah, just ask for help.
Just ask. And you're like, hey, I'd love some help with that. I'd be like, absolutely, I will help you.
You're like, you came to the right girl.
Or they're like, I'm feeling overwhelmed. Sometimes I will be like, do you want some help?
Yeah.
But in general,
Just ask.
Just ask. Ask for what you need. Or else I'm gonna let you just live. A lot of times my kids will be like, I'm uncomfortable. I'm like, that's not asking for anything. Or they'll be like, I'm cold.
Okay.
I'll be like, sorry to hear it, friend.
Yeah, my bad, dude.
I'm like, do you mean, would you grab me a blanket, please?
Yeah.
Because it's different than what you're telling me.
Yeah.
I'm always like, are you asking me something?
Yeah.
Ask it. Ay, ay, ay.
Oh, man. Now I'm going to, like, start noticing these things in the wild. Okay. I think you have something similar to this. So I'll share mine and then you'll probably share yours.
Okay.
But sometimes when people... Or no, I'm looking at yours. The way people talk about food.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh, I probably shouldn't have that. Or like, oh, I ate all this junk, so I should, I don't know.
I should be good.
Or like, I just saw
naughty.
this TikTok and it's this girl and she was like, oh, like I just got these cookies for free. And then like kept talking. And then she's like, oh, these cookies are making me sick. Like she's like, oh, these cookies are so good. And then like later in the video is like, oh, now I'm feeling sick because of these cookies. It's like, but I don't care what you're eating. I don't care how much. I don't care what. And so sometimes it's like when people are like saying this, it's like, well, I'm still going to eat it.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to have an issue with it later.
It's like there's like a morality to it and you're like, quit. Eat the cookie or don't. I don't care.
Know what they're trying to do. If they're trying to like tell themselves like,
yeah.
I know I shouldn't like, but I am. And like, it's like you're making it weird for all of us.
Yeah, exactly. And for the people who are eating that, you're now making them feel bad about what they're eating.
I don't know. It's
or
just,
like if someone's like, oh, I could never eat a whole cookie. And you're like, well, I could.
Yeah, you're like, and I'm literally doing it right now. Like while you're here. Like,
so like, let's not make it a moral issue of like, you shouldn't eat a whole cookie. It literally doesn't matter.
I'm just not saying those things. If I'm eating or I'm somewhere and like someone, let's say we got something to eat and they want more and they're going to go back up and order more food.
Yeah.
None of my there's not a second thought in my head of like about what you're ordering, what you're eating.
Or like, wow, you ate so much food.
I'm not like keeping track of like, I'm eating my own food. Like, I'm not keeping track of what, so anyways, it's these weird comments that sometimes people make when you're, like, out with them, and you're like, oh, this is just, like, weird.
It is weird. And my related one is when people are constantly talking about their diet or how they need to lose 5 more pounds.
Yeah.
When they're like, oh, that's so yummy, but I'm trying to lose 5 more pounds. Or, I shouldn't eat that, I'm on a diet again. I literally do not care.
Yeah.
Don't eat it if you don't want it, but don't tell me about it. Yeah. And also you saying, oh, I'm not going to eat something, I need to lose weight, when you are thinner than me and I'm eating the thing, feels rude. It just feels rude. I'm like, I don't care if that's your personal goal.
Yeah.
But being like, I'm trying to lose weight and I'm not going to eat that thing when you're very clearly skinnier than me. It feels like there's a moral something, like it's better to be skinny. And I'm like, it's not though.
Yeah.
So stop being like that.
Yeah.
When people are constantly like, oh, I just have to lose some weight. And you're like, I'm sitting here fatter than you. Like, stop.
Yeah.
And it's not a thing about like me feeling bad about my body because I don't.
Yeah.
But like rude.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm like, keep your personal goals about your body to yourself unless we are actively talking about it. But if I'm sitting at dinner and you're telling me like, oh, I have to lose weight, I literally could like rip my hair out.
While I'm taking a bite of food.
Yeah, I'm like,
No, dude.
the
For real.
morality of food makes me crazy.
Yeah.
And don't tell me about what you're doing. Just do it.
Yeah. No, like, but don't get me wrong. Like, if I have a friend who's just like, dude, I have such good news, and they're like telling me whatever, I'm like, dude, I'm here for you. I'm amping you up. Like, I want you to meet your goals and stuff. But like what you said, you're like, oh yeah, dude.
Yeah. If we're talking about it and you're like, I'm sharing with you, I'm cool.
Yeah.
But if you're just giving it up in the middle of something, I'm like, I don't have it in me for this, you know?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because those I feel like kind of went together.
Yeah.
That's why I like prefaced that. Okay, I have another airplane one.
Okay.
When the window or aisle seat, try and use the middle seat armrests.
Yeah, the middle gets the middle armrest.
They
There's
get the
nowhere
armrest.
for them to go.
Yeah. Like, what? Dude, it literally. I'm like, I want to turn to them and be like, are you dumb?
Yeah.
Get your crusty arms off my middle seat things. Like, if I'm with Kala, like, the middle seat thing is, like, the armrest is up. He can, like, come into my seat.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
The armrest is up, sure.
If you are a stranger, armrests are down, and you're not touching my armrests.
Yeah, middle seat gets those.
So,
That feels unspoken.
can I tell you something?
Yeah.
So, you know that guy?
Yeah.
The
Who
pet
was
peeve?
manspreading?
Manspreading? Had his freaking arm on my thing, and he was aisle. Had his arm on my. I just want to be like.
I would be pushing him out of the way.
I want to be
aggressive.
like. Oh my gosh! I have something else about this guy.
Okay.
Okay, manspreading.
Right. In your space.
Arm on my thing.
Yeah.
Puts Zins in his lips. Starts spitting into a cup.
Oh my gosh.
Like, don't get me wrong. I don't freaking care if you're
if you do
putting
that,
three
don't
Zins
care.
in your mouth. I do not care. But when you start spitting next to someone, I'm a
No.
complete stranger to you.
Spitting is a pet peeve of mine that didn't make my list, but let's talk about it. Spitting's disgusting.
And like into a cup, not even like a covered bottle.
Ew.
Like, I was like, what? Who is this guy?
Ew. Hate it.
Guys, it was a
I also think guys who just walk around and spit, disgusting.
yeah.
Guess what? I was listening to a podcast where they were talking about spitting, and she's like, "Why do men spit? Is it like do they have more saliva? Do they have more like what's happening?"
Yeah.
Because no women are out there spitting.
Yeah.
None of us.
Uh-huh.
And she went through all the things, and she's like, "Guess what? They just spit because it was like a cultural thing to spit when you had tobacco in. So men do it as a masculine thing." And I'm like, it's literally the grossest thing I've ever seen. If a man spits outside, the amount I like you goes down by 30%.
Yeah.
I hate it. It's disgusting. Swallow your spit.
Yeah, it's so gross.
Ew.
Yeah.
Eey.
That guy was just really.
That guy's the worst.
I was sitting right next to him, and I was like, luckily it was a short flight, but I was like, everything about him.
Everything.
Everything about him, I was like, I
You're the
can't
worst type of
stand
person.
you.
Oof. My next one is kid related. And it's when kids watch you watch a thing. When they're like, watch this. And then they watch you watch it. And they want to see your reaction. I'm like, stop.
Yeah.
I will watch it with you if you need me to see it, but you watch it too.
Yeah.
You're not sitting here telling me to watch it so that you can watch my face.
Yeah.
Nothing makes me crazier. I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't want to watch it to begin with. It's probably something ridiculous that I don't need to see. But you staring at me, outrageous. Hate it. They'll like look at the TV and look at you. Look at the TV and look at you. I'm
You're
like,
let me
"Ooh,
freaking live.
stop." Makes me nuts. My next one is just when people text you questions that they could Google.
Yeah.
Why are you asking me?
There's Google and ChatGPT.
It's like literally just Google it.
yeah. I see,
Even if you think I have a specific perspective, you're like, oh, she knows stuff about cooking. I'll ask her. I'm like, but did you Google it first?
yeah.
Don't text me weird stuff unless you Googled it first.
Yeah.
And if it's still unclear, sure.
Yeah.
But if you're just like, hey, what's the best way to soften butter? I'm like,
Oh.
don't ask me that.
That's a little crazy.
Have you seen that? It's like, let me Google that for you. And you can send someone a video of you Googling that thing.
No.
It's very passive aggressive, but I have considered it because I'm like, seriously, why are you asking me? Just Google it.
Yeah.
Don't ask me.
No.
Don't ask me if you can Google it.
I sometimes see things on TikTok and it's like people asking a question and then in the comments is like, did you try Googling it?
Yeah. Like, have we tried it all to
Like,
answer the
where are
question
you
for
at?
ourselves?
Like, you're filming yourself asking it, posting it, and then now everyone's just telling you.
Yes. Or people do it on Facebook.
Oh.
I hop on Facebook occasionally because there's like, I get a lot of my city news on the city Facebook account.
Oh, okay.
Our church does Facebook stuff. Our neighborhood has Facebook stuff.
Yeah.
So I hop on. But sometimes people are just like, what is the best steakhouse close to here? And I'm like, Google it.
Google it.
Why are we asking this here? Or they're like, are there any fun parks close to here? I'm like, Google it. Why are we asking this?
No, for real.
So stupid. I hate it when people ask Googleable questions.
Yeah.
Just answer it for yourself. We don't need to bug other people.
Yeah.
And also people who are like very passionately answer those questions.
Mm-hmm.
If it's something Googleable, I will not answer it.
Yeah.
I'm like, nope, stupid. Look it up.
Stupid. My last one is, and like I am grateful for this, but I will say I am clear about it.
Yeah.
I don't want people washing dishes at my house.
Yeah.
I tell my parents when they come, I was like, they want to help me and I love it. It's so nice of them, but like just let me wash my dishes.
Yeah. So that you
And
know
they
they're
always
clean.
try to help, and I'm like, I love that. But I wash my dishes a certain way. And all the time I'm telling everyone. Or like sometimes like my niece or nephew will like be doing the dishes and they'll put it back or whatever, and it's like
Yeah.
a little greasy still. And so I'm just like, don't wash my dishes if you're like not gonna give it 100%.
Yeah.
So most of the time when people are like, oh, can I help? Can I do dishes? I'm like, thank you so much for offering, but I will do the dishes.
Yeah. Or I will let people put stuff in my dishwasher.
Yeah.
And then they will leave. And then I'm going to rearrange the dishwasher.
Yeah.
Sorry about it.
Yeah.
I appreciate your willingness to be helpful.
Yeah.
But I'm going to redo it.
Yeah.
There's a certain way.
Certain
and we're
way.
doing it. I don't.
Oh, so true.
Okay. My last one is when they turn a book into a movie and then they start using the movie poster as the book cover.
Oh,
on
yeah.
a physical book.
Yep, I see that all the time.
I hate it.
Yeah.
Get those actors off of my book covers.
Yeah.
I don't want them.
I didn't cast them. Sorry.
Get
them
yeah,
off.
it's not who's in my head.
No.
And even if it's a book I haven't read, I don't want a live actor on my book cover.
Yep.
I want it to be the original cute book cover that author picked.
Yes.
Or helped with picking, you know?
Most definitely.
I don't want the movie poster on my book.
I
It
don't
makes
want
me
the movie-
nuts. I'll
No.
never buy them.
I don't want it.
I will find the other version.
Yeah.
Even if I have to second hand it, if I was like gonna just buy it, I'm like, I will do anything to not have a movie poster
Yeah.
on my book.
Amen.
Ugly. They're ugly.
Are
Okay.
we to listener responses?
We are. We made it.
Okay. Should I go first?
Yeah.
When people don't flush the toilet after using it.
Yeah. Ew.
Who does that? I didn't know that was a thing.
Kids do that.
Oh, kids.
And if you're like an adult doing that, stop.
That's actually so crazy. If you're an adult doing that, that's actually so... Like, I will say that's actually so crazy.
It's actually crazy. This one says when people say they're getting their hair did, they don't like that saying. I gotta get my hair did. They're like, no, you're getting it done, not did.
When people leave dirty food napkins around.
Who?
Who's doing this?
I don't know. Who? What adults?
IDK.
Around. What does that mean? Like around the house? Ooh.
I don't know.
Sometimes I find a wipe that my kid grabbed on the floor and I'm like rampaging. Yeah. I'm like, this is not where these go. If you wiped your freaking mouth, throw it away.
Yeah, truly.
Ooh. Everything is worse when it's an adult doing it. You're like, be aware of yourself.
Like, be so for real.
This one says, oh, this is one that's just like me. Hinting at something instead of just asking. I will let you dance around that all day long.
Dude, that is so you. You and
Same.
that person are like this for real.
Do the dance. I'm not offering.
When people chew with their mouth open, or when people talk with their hands moving. Ooh, I think I'm a hand
I think
talk.
I talk with my hands.
I
moving.
talk with my hands.
But I do not chew with my mouth open.
No, I try not to. I'm hoping I don't. Jeez.
Even my kids, if I can hear their lip smack, I look at them like daggers and they know, close that mouth.
Yeah.
I'm like, if you're putting something in, your mouth may be open. But if anything is already in there, your lips better be tight.
Yep.
Tight. This one, when people stand too close behind you in line for no reason.
What?
when people stand too close to you for no reason.
Oh, that's so real. That's too real for me.
You're like,
Add that
there's
to my
plenty
list.
of space. Back up a little. Why are you?
I swear it's always at TJ Maxx. Is it not?
It is.
It's
That windy line.
It's always at TJ Maxx.
Why are they so close?
And sometimes at Disneyland. I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, give me some freaking space.
Yeah.
Or like when people's kids be bumping into me, I'm just like,
Yeah. You're like, you don't need to be this close to me.
but also I don't have kids, so like maybe when roles are reversed, I'm just like,
No, the thing about kids is they have no concept of space, like where their body is in space.
yeah.
They literally have no concept of it. So like when a kid just like runs right in front of you, they literally did not think at all before they moved.
Yeah.
Not even a little. I give kids some grace because I just watch all the kids around me act like freaking idiots. And you're like, they just like don't consider anything before they move.
Sometimes,
But
like,
an adult
oh,
makes me nuts.
makes me nuts. Sometimes I'm at Disneyland though, and my eyes are up here.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not like constantly looking down. Maybe when I have kids, I'll be looking down more, but I'm never looking down. And I swear to you, everyone's kids are always bumping into me at Disney, or it's me because like I'm not looking down.
Because you're not seeing them.
And
But
so
they're running without looking. That's
but then like
true.
parents kind of like get like a little weird when I bump into their kid when it's just like, well, your kid's just kind of like
Your kid's just
a
running in front of
ping pong
people.
ball.
I don't know what
Like-
to tell you.
like I'm walking in a straight line, you're walking diagonally across. Like
Yeah.
I
would never be mad at someone who bumped into my kid because my kid ran in front of them.
almost like, oh, sorry.
They also
like,
don't walk in a straight line. Kids are.
So it's just
kids don't have
hard
it.
when like parents are like weird, and I'm like, dude, your kid is literally zigzagging.
That's your fault.
Like bumped into me. I'm walking on a clear path where people are going the same direction, and like you're weird that I bumped into your kid. I don't know.
Yeah.
My next one is signs still posted for things that already happened: estate sales, school events, car shows, etc.
Yeah. Buggy. Because you're like, I missed it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this one says when people say, I'm so OCD, but they don't actually know what OCD really is.
No, that's so real.
I feel like that was a thing that we said when we were young, and some people have not grown out of it as like it's an actual like mental health situation. And they're like, I'm so OCD. And you're like, actually, that's not what OCD is. And it's a little insensitive for you to say so.
Actually, can I add one more onto that?
Yeah.
When someone's like, oh, that's so retarded, it literally makes my blood
It's like-
boil. I'm like, how in the freaking world are you still saying that?
Yeah.
I'm like, that ages you like literally 20 plus years.
It's like you have not learned how to read a room.
And sometimes it's people our age, and I'm like, be so freaking for
real.
real right now. It's like, and then like I'll like say something, and I'm like, you literally can't think of another word to use.
Yes. Not
It's-
one other word except the most insensitive thing you could say. Is that what we're saying?
I just like it. I'm literally baffled.
Yeah. It's like you could say, I'm pretty particular, or I like things to be clean. But saying that you're OCD when you do not have a diagnosed OCD, not okay.
Just because you make piles doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Oh, my turn. Geez, sorry. When someone is not resourceful in finding out things for themselves before asking. Oh my gosh, we've said that.
Yep. Amen. Chewing ice like a crunch. I like to chew on ice.
It doesn't bother me, so I'm like.
But I don't think I'm crunching next to people usually.
Yeah, because you're talking. If you're next to people, you're talking.
Yeah,
and stuff.
but I will say we have a Pebble ice machine, and Milo likes to just eat the ice.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it does get on my nerves a little when he's crunching on ice.
Crunching. My next one, cracking knuckles makes my skin crawl.
Not a personal pet peeve, but it is. Sometimes it feels like people are excessive about it.
Yeah.
This one says no body and spatial awareness, like people who stand right in the middle of an aisle.
Yeah. That's like 2 in 1 right for there.
Or in people in the grocery store, I get that you have to stop in the middle because you have to like get something, but pull over to one side.
Yeah.
And if it's across, you better wait and then get it when no one's there. People who stop so that you can't go by on either side of them.
It's so
I'm like,
crazy.
what world are we living in? that
Actually,
it's only about you.
I got something to say. I was at Costco one time, and this lady had her cart in front of like the fridge sections in front of her, and she was looking at one, and I like kind of walk up, and like she could tell I needed to get into the fridge where her cart was blocking.
Yeah.
She could have just like backed up a little bit, whatever, no big. She literally like made it a weird thing.
Oh.
She like and like gave me like a look, and I'm like, it's just the freezer. Like we're just at Costco, girl.
Yeah, and
like,
how are we not? If someone's coming up, you're gonna be like, "Oh, let me know if you need to get into here."
Yeah, and I'm gonna like, oh, my bad. Let me scooch back real quick. Sorry about that. Like,
yeah,
the
like,
fact that like I irritated her when she was the one in the way of things was crazy.
that is crazy.
Anyways, sorry.
Woof.
Chewing gum with your mouth open.
Ew.
No.
Nothing. Your mouth should not be open if you're eating. It
For
just
real.
shouldn't.
For real.
People talking on speakerphone in public. I don't need to hear your conversation.
That always happens like at the airport, I swear.
Yeah. I'm not really bugged by it because sometimes I'll just listen. I
Like-
want to know.
Like what's going?
Yeah.
What's the tea? Roommates that shove way too much food in the fridge to a point where your food drinks are getting buried.
Oh, yeah. I don't like that in my own fridge.
Yeah.
Because I will do it to myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I got to fix the
When
situation.
you got roommates, like you gotta have clear, because
Yeah.
people will just get when you give them us a cookie,
Yep.
So
They'll
it's like
just
you gotta
take
be
to
like,
take.
hey, dude, you gotta like, if you're gonna buy so much stuff, like you gotta get a mini fridge.
Yeah. I had a time when I was living with there were 6 of us in an apartment
Whoa.
and sharing a fridge. And so we divided the fridge, like with tape.
I love that.
We divided each of the
So clear.
shelves, and then we did share like the door and the produce kind of.
Love it.
But it was like, this is your space,
I love it.
because you can't. Someone's always going to take too much space.
Someone is always, and it's so annoying when they do.
Yeah. This one says people rubbing their feet together when they lounge around. I hate the sound and the visual.
They got a little tism.
Yeah.
At least that's what TikTok tells me.
I also don't like the sound of like very dry skin.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I rub my toes together and it is like dry sounding,
Yeah.
ooh, I have to take care of it right now.
Yeah.
I can't. I don't like it.
This next one, or no, okay, sorry. When people lick all their fingers after eating Cheetos or other foods.
Ooh, yeah, I don't like it.
No.
I eat my Cheetos either with tongs or with chopsticks
Oh, love it.
because I don't like to have it on my fingers and then have to lick my fingers.
Yeah.
But especially if you're like in public and you're gonna touch things,
Yeah.
and you just licked your fingers and then touched the thing.
That's actually crazy.
Yuck.
I feel like restaurants need to be giving like wet wipes.
Yes.
Because sometimes like napkins aren't doing it.
Yeah. My kids don't need wipes anymore, really.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not changing diapers, but we keep wipes at our house and in my car because
Yeah.
I'm like, we got to be able to clean ourselves
No,
up.
wipes are so nice.
When people bite their fingernails,
Oh, I cannot.
I'm just like, is there something else you can do?
Can we
I
get a
get
fidget
sometimes it's
toy
like
or
a
what?
nervous habit, but
Yeah.
it's in your mouth.
Yeah.
Anything that involves putting your fingers in your mouth is a no-no.
I know. I used to bite my nails when I was a kid. And then I figured out if I painted my nails,
You
I would
wouldn't
stop.
bite 'em.
So haven't been a nail biter since I was a kid.
I've never had the compulsion,
Yeah.
not even a little.
I definitely have like compulsion type things, so. This one is for you, Missy.
Okay.
When they say, I don't know, you choose, and you choose something and they question it. Just like the
Yeah.
not knowing.
It's
but
like
then,
either care or don't care.
yeah.
But if you say you don't care, I'm choosing.
I feel like them being like, I don't know, you choose. But then like, you're like, well, you're the one that's like trying to get to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
And then they question it. I'm sure that would make your blood boil.
Yeah. If someone tells me to choose, I'll choose.
Yeah.
But then don't be like, I don't really feel like that. You're like, then,
We got to start saying stuff to people.
Let's see. We have another chewing with your mouth open. Yep. Another phone on speaker. Oh, empty gas tank. Like you're just filling it up when you're running errands and it's under a fourth. I get this. I usually keep my tank full.
Okay.
But every time Mitch gets in my car, the light turns on.
Oh, really?
I swear. And he gets so bugged. He's
Oh.
like, how could you let it get that low?
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, it doesn't usually. It's
Yeah.
just when you're in here. I don't.
Yeah. I'm someone who's like driving and then like I'll get gas when it's like the light is about to turn on
Yeah.
or the light turns on. I'm like, oh, gotta get some gas. But
It does stress me out if people's light is on and we're just like not addressing it.
oh, well, the light tells me get gas.
Yeah.
So then I get gas. But like Kalaz the same with Mitch. If he's in my car and the light's on, he is gonna let me hear about it. And I'm like, when I'm in your car and I need to get gas, I'm not letting you know.
Yeah.
Just fill it up.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand like why you have to tell me about it.
And it's like, I'm obviously going to fill it up if my light is on. But I guess some people literally are like, I'm just going to drive it until I feel like getting gas.
yeah.
And some people run out of gas. I've never run out of gas.
I've never run out of gas, but the light's on and I'm getting gas. Yeah.
Oh, your go.
Oh, okay. People who find things wrong with their order just to try and get their bill discounted.
Oh, yeah. Yuck.
If you're always finding something wrong with your meal, it's like, dude, what's the deal?
Yeah, or like complaining just to try and get something.
That is feeling
I'm
weird.
like, I will say like, oh, this isn't correct. Like if you brought me the wrong thing,
yeah.
I'll be telling you.
Yeah.
But I'm not like, oh, give me free stuff.
Yeah, if I get like cold fries, I'm not like turning back around and being like letting someone hear about it. I'm like, well, that's what the cards were dealt today.
And if it's like something's mediocre, I will just be like, well, today's not my day. One time though, I did get a drink from somewhere and I sipped it and it was the worst thing I've ever tasted.
Yeah.
And I was like, something's wrong.
Yeah.
And I did go around and I was like, I'm really sorry, but something is not right.
Yeah.
They did fix it, but I felt bad about it.
When I go to Swig and like so if you're not from Utah, Swig's like a soda place, just so you know. If the syrup is gone and it's like just soda water,
Yeah.
I will not go, like I won't say anything. I'll just throw the drink away and just go on about my life. And like people in my life are like, you need to go back and like tell them. It's just like, it's a hassle.
Yeah. If I have driven home before I figured it out, I'm not going back.
It's a day ruiner for sure though.
Yeah, but I'm not going back. If I'm in the drive-through line and I take a drink and I'm like, I'm going back. I'm parking right now and taking it in.
Yeah.
I will do that. But
yeah.
when someone in a show opens a door, but they never show anyone close it. That's very specific.
Whoa.
Like in a TV show, no one closes the door.
Okay, that's a little.
That's funny. I've never noticed.
Never
These
noticed.
people are noticing the doors.
Okay. People not putting their shopping cart away, or at the very least leaving it at a cart corral. I'm only doing cart corral. You're telling me you're taking it all the way back to the store?
This is a pet peeve of mine, but it also is like a hill I will die on. That carts belong in the cart corral.
Yeah.
Do not leave them in front of your car.
No.
Like park them there. Do not put them on the sidewalk. Do not put them anywhere except the cart corral or back in the store.
Yeah.
And if you leave your cart, you're a bad person. Period.
And if you want to like solve a problem, just park next to a cart corral.
Exactly. If you don't like to walk it around, park by the cart corral.
I'm always parking by a cart corral.
That's a primal location. I want to park by the cart corral.
Yeah.
But if I don't, I'm walking to the cart corral.
At Costco, I am walking.
People who leave it there's like a big like walking area at the our Costco, and people leave their carts in the middle of it so you can't walk on it. I'm like the most inconsiderate person. Nothing would make me hate you more than if you just leave your cart somewhere. I'm like automatically ding, bad.
Wait, I'm thinking of something that kind of reminded me of this. So like when you're maybe seeing someone put their cart there or whatever, when I'm in a public restroom and someone just walks right out without washing their hand,
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but I want to be like, what? Because if like you're allergic to soap, have hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
Like actively do something, but walking out without even going to even put your hands into the water is so crazy to me. And I'm like, what's going on? What did I miss?
Ooh.
Anyway,
it's like people who are inconsiderate, nothing makes me crazier.
Yeah. This next one is actually so crazy to me. And I'm like, dude, I think I'm the same. The sound of water hitting the plastic shower curtain while I'm in there.
Oh.
I will always move the shower. Like, so we have a shower curtain. And even when I'm turning the shower on, I swear to you, every time Claude's out of the shower, the thing is always hitting the shower curtain, like the water. And so I'm always turning it away. I cannot just sit and listen to the water hit the shower curtain.
Oh, and I don't mind. I don't mind.
So when I saw that, I was like, there's more of us out there? That's crazy.
I'm not sure I'd get this one. People using the word whenever incorrectly. I'm like, when is it incorrect?
I don't
Whenever
know.
means like whenever.
I don't know.
I
I'm
don't.
confused. My next one, clicking pens.
Oh, I am. This is the thing that I do that is probably annoying to other people. I will click a pen.
Mine's probably like when people are like clicking their nails.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
like I'll do it by myself, but if I'm with people, I like,
Yeah, I'll try harder not to when people are around. But I want to, if it's a clicky pen, I want to like,
yeah,
I want to do it.
yeah.
Chip bags don't have a resealable zipper.
Amen.
They should. You're
They
right.
should.
They should.
Not putting the throw pillows back.
Like if you moved them.
I'm doing that. I'm not putting people. If I'm sitting on the couch, I'm not like re-putting their couch together.
Yeah. I mean, if I moved a pillow, I'll put it back, I guess. But at my house, the pillows are constantly on the floor because the kids keep moving the pillows.
Yeah.
And I don't have throw pillows on my bed because I barely can make my bed, let alone put extra cute pillows on it.
No,
Ay,
truly.
ay,
Crazy.
ay. This one says that hot dogs and buns aren't sold in the same quantity.
No, for real.
Yeah, it doesn't add up.
Amen to that. I read my last one, so it's all you.
Okay. When the ketchup cap is messy from the previous person.
Yeah.
That is annoying.
And
Any of the
and
caps.
toothpaste too. Put toothpaste in there.
Yeah. Ugh.
Wait, pause.
Yeah.
How are you getting toothpaste on the cap? Like just squirt it on your thing
And click it.
and then close it. Like I don't get why it's like looking like a crusty mess.
Yeah. Like, what are we doing?
I don't know.
I don't know either. The toothpaste I like has one of those screw caps, which is annoying. I don't like it. I like the flip cap. So I actually save a flip cap and I wash it in between tubes and I put that flip cap on my new tube toothpaste.
I love it.
But yeah, it doesn't get that messy. Like, what are we doing?
I don't know. Like
You just put it on your toothpaste and close it.
Like if you're throwing a crusty toothpaste thing in a drawer to get other things toothpastey, I'm just please.
Like, what are you doing?
Like explain.
People saying they're going to pray for you, but you know they're not actually going to. That's pretty funny. Yeah, that's funny. I don't say that ever because it feels fake. I'll pray for you. Well, it feels like cringy a little.
Yeah. If people ask me like, "Oh, could you just like say a little prayer?" I'm like, "Dude, I got
yeah,
you."
yeah.
But like you don't know if people are even religious.
Yeah, but if someone like tells you what's going on, you're like, I'll pray for you. Ooh.
If someone's like telling me a hard thing, I'm trying to just listen. I'm
Not
trying
be
to
like, "I'm gonna
listen
pray
more
for
and
you."
not always insert myself. So I'm just trying to so hopefully in the future.
Yeah.
I'm not praying for you unless you ask, but just know I'm just trying to listen so you can get it off your chest.
And if I'm going to pray for you, I'm not going to tell you about it. Sorry. My last one says slow walkers, people not using blinkers, and mismatched socks.
Ooh, I don't do mismatched socks ever.
I used to, but I don't anymore. Now I need them to match.
You'll never catch me just putting mismatched socks on.
Yeah.
No. Do you want to know something? Have we talked about this?
I don't know.
I think I've talked about this before you joined, being another host.
Oh, yeah.
I have a lot of the same socks. I buy the same socks over and over again.
Yeah.
Missy. When I am matching my socks, I'll flip them over and put the wearness together.
Wow.
So if more socks are worn,
Yeah.
those are a pair.
Those go together.
But if I have a newer pair,
You pair them.
you pair them.
That makes sense.
But if people, because I cannot have a sock that's worn and a sock that's plush, even if they're the same brand.
Yeah.
No.
They got to be the same.
I am matching my socks. If there's not a match, dude, and then we have to throw it away.
Yeah.
Why are we keeping this? Things will be matched.
Yeah. And people not using their blinkers or people who leave their blinkers on. I know it's an accident and I do it sometimes, but you're confusing everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Are you getting over? Are you not getting over?
Yeah. Or people who don't blink, put their blinker on and then they turn and you're like, I could have gone, but I was waiting for you.
Yeah, we were trying to be safe.
Ay, ay, ay.
But that's it for our listeners.
Man, we had a lot of things to say.
And we still have more things to say because it's bonus yap time.
Bonus, yeah.
And I love it when we do a life update.
I'm going to let you life update first
Okay.
because my big life update is connected to your life update.
Okay. Your girl's been booked and busy. I already talked about like visiting Tennessee and seeing the Mike cells. It was super fun. I've been seeing Boston more because of it, which is just like a family friend. And if you do not know who the Mike cells are, Brock and Boston on TikTok, they're super cute. Alyssa and Dallin Johnson, super cute.
And they own Betty's.
Yeah. So they're just like influencers. So you should see their stuff. They make like such fun, cute content. But anyways, I had a bad day.
Yeah.
And your girl has like a Disney Magic key or like a pass holder type thing. And I had a bad day, so I booked a Disney day. And then I needed to be responsible and work. And so I canceled that Disney day.
Yeah.
And so the next week, I was like, I'm booking 4 days. Monday, if I can't go Monday, I'll go Tuesday. Can't go Tuesday, I'll go Wednesday. If I can't go Wednesday, I have Thursday. And so I told myself, like, there's not going to be any excuse for me not going to Disneyland alone.
Yeah.
I get to that week, and my brother's like, hey, can you babysit my twin girls? And I was like, yes, under one condition, we can go to Disney. I ended up squeezing in a Disney day before babysitting.
Yeah.
So
on your own, doing whatever you wanted.
I vlogged it. It will be a YouTube video if you so want to watch it. But anyways, so I go babysitting. I take my 12-year-old nieces to Disney.
And you go hard.
We go so hard. It was so fun. They were champions. I kid you not. They were like, what's next? Like, their dogs were barking, but they were good sports. Their spirits were high.
Love
they
it.
couldn't have been the best people. They were the best people to go with. Anyways, we were pin trading. We were trying treats. We were riding rides.
I love it.
Best time. They literally stayed until like 11:30 and then they crashed.
Oof, yeah.
Literally crashed until like 11:30 the next day. Like I literally had to open the blinds to be like, hey guys, are we alive?
Are we waking up?
It ended up being the best time. And then when I got home, went straight to a book retreat.
Yeah.
Which I'm going to let you talk about because you're so good at like explaining all the things.
So we put a book retreat together, me and you.
Yep.
I saw someone on TikTok who was like, talking about a book retreat where like you do cozy, quiet things during the day and then you party at night.
Yep.
And I sent it to Kaitlyn and I was like, we should do this.
Yep.
And she's like, yes, we should. And so we just booked an Airbnb and texted all of our friends.
Yep. Our book people, the people who like we know are bookish people.
And so we knew that we would just go and read and the things. But we just did a little extra.
Yeah.
We made everybody matching crew necks that said Hot Girls Read.
Merch.
We made everybody matching tote bags that said Hot Girls Read.
Keychains.
And then we made a little book fair.
Yeah.
So who doesn't love the book fair when they were a kid, obviously?
No, it's so good.
And so we had books, keychains, stickers, pens, cute glass cups. Bookmarks. And we gave everybody like a fake budget with fake money. Mm-hmm. And everyone could choose how to spend their money at the book fair. Mm-hmm. And then we legit read.
Yeah.
We read in the pool. We listened to audiobooks while we puzzled.
Yep.
I read in the bathtub. I took a nap.
Yep.
We just for 48 hours.
It wasn't long enough. Everyone said it was not long enough. So the next one, we're going to have to do 2 full days.
It was so fun. We just read and ate and hung.
Yep. We got there Saturday afternoon. We had 1 full Sunday and then Monday mid-morning.
Yeah. And it was so fun.
Yep. I read a book and a half. Missy is a really great cook and a really great baker. And so she took it upon herself to kind of...
I did the food.
Yeah. And it was amazing. It was yummy. It was comforting. It was so good. And then, like Missy said, at night, we... like played games. We played Mexican Train, dominoes.
Yep. We made candy salad.
We had phase 10. We had games.
Swim and do fun things and watch stupid TV.
Yeah. So this is your sign to like get your bookish friends together and have like a book retreat weekend and just get those books off your TBR.
It's so fun. I finished 2 books and got like halfway through a third.
Was it Saturday night when people were like, when are we doing this again?
Yeah.
Like it was literally instantly like, when's the next one going to be?
Yeah. They're like, we love this so much. It was so
great.
fun. So we are thinking about it. we're thinking about another.
We've already talked about it today.
We're like, can we turn this into a business where we just throw book retreats?
No,
Who wants to
truly.
hire us?
No,
Hit us up.
No, so true. But also, by posting about it, made us realize we have more friends that would want to do something like this.
Yeah, people are commenting like, oh, I want to go.
I know. So I'm like, ooh, maybe we'll have like a camp, a book camp.
A book camp. Everyone can come. It was so fun. That was our big thing.
Yeah.
I
can't
since
believe
the last time we recorded, is that the only thing? Did I finish camp? I finished camp.
Oh yeah, Missy went to girls camp and back.
And then we had book retreat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I had a birthday.
You had a birthday.
I had a birthday. It was a very chill, fun birthday.
What kind of presents did you get?
I hate to burst everybody's bubble, but I think Kaitlyn was the only person to get me a gift. My parents sent money. Which
We love money.
Cash monies. Me and Mitch talked about it, and I was like, I don't really know what I want. And he's like, well, you're going on a book retreat. And I was like, yeah, that's kind of it. So he didn't get me anything, which, listen, I won't get him anything. He always sets the tone for like Mother's Day and birthday.
Okay.
And I'm just going to match his energy. So eventually he's going to have to figure out that if he wants more, he's going to have to give more.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. That makes sense.
But he didn't have the day off because he had originally booked it. And I was like, you don't need to have that off. I'd rather use it for a trip or something. So I had kids. The cleaner was coming, so we had to leave our house. But I did get all my freebies.
We love a freebie.
Like I got my free Dutch Bros. I got a free kids meal at Cafe Rio because they give you like $5 in rewards or something.
Okay.
I picked up my free stuff.
Okay.
And then we chilled. Like I had dinner with my parents.
Love it.
And then I did nothing.
I love that though.
So I had a very chill 32nd birthday.
Okay.
And then at the book retreat, Kaitlyn brought me a present, and it was Harry Potter Legos.
So we did what's it called? We did like a wish list for Christmas.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, what's something that maybe she wished for but didn't get?
Yeah.
And so I was like, wait, I don't think she got Harry Potter Legos for Christmas.
No.
And I thought, like, what could be something fun that like she could do at the book retreat? And she mentioned like we could puzzle, we could Lego, we could color, all the things. I was like, maybe I'll get her a Lego. And if she doesn't do it at the book retreat, then she can do it at home and while you're listening to an audiobook. She did it the very first night.
I did it first night. Everyone was like partying, and I was like, I'm kind of tired. But I only had like an hour and a half of my book left, maybe a little over. And so I put my headphones in, and I sat at my little desk, and I put together my little Lego. It's on my bookcases.
It's a little smaller than
It's a little night bus.
I thought it
It's
would
very
be a little
cute.
big, but it's a little guy.
So that was very fun. I do love a Lego.
Yeah.
That's very relaxing to me to put Legos together.
Yeah.
Because I like organizing and following the instructions. So it was good. And it was kind of like birthday weekend was incorporated into book retreat weekend.
Yeah.
Kaitlyn got me a cake.
Yeah.
You really took care of me.
I was like, you gotta take care of your friend. Okay, but now we're on to what we want to influence you with.
Yes. I'll go first because I've been wearing it this summer.
I've been seeing.
I got some overalls.
Big fan.
And I have liked people in overalls, but felt like I couldn't wear overalls. And then I found these. And they're from Walmart. And they're $23. Like, come on.
Now we're talking.
And they're a boyfriend cuffed overall. But here's the thing. I am a plus size girl. I have had babies. I have like a mom pooch. And that is what I was like, I'm not going to be able to wear overalls because it's going to like hug.
Yeah.
And it's going to look weird. You know, you don't want them to be tight. They're supposed to be like casual, cool.
Yep.
But if things are going to get tight, it's going to be right there.
Yeah.
And these are perfect.
Love.
They're loose enough that they do not do that. They almost like completely erase any tummy I have. It's like magical.
Oh, wow.
They're comfy. They're loose. They're very cute.
Okay.
I love them.
I love
And they're
it.
just a Walmart find.
$23. That's crazy.
I love them so much. And they're in the juniors department, but I don't find that to matter that much.
No.
Because like sometimes you could size up, but I just got like my size regularly and they fit great.
Love it.
So I will be linking because they are good overall, especially for plus size friends.
Okay. I am here to tell you about influence you to try one of Poppy's new flavors.
Okay.
Poppy has come out with a flavor called Alpine Blast. What flavor is that supposed to be?
I don't know.
I have actually no clue.
The Mountain Alpine makes you think Mountain Dewy.
Yes. So I tried it. But the thing is, it's also green and blue, like their Sprite one or like their citrusy one.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why are like it should have a different color. So now that you're saying this, it's like kind of clicking that it was probably supposed to be like Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
I try it. It tasted like Fresca.
Which I'm in on.
I'm in on. But then it also gave like hints of Mountain Dew too.
Yeah.
So I tried it. I liked it. If you like Fresca or a Mountain Dew and you need like alternatives,
It's a good one.
I liked it. I liked Alpine Blast. I'm trying to tell everyone I know about that it's good.
Is that go on your list? Where's it going?
Oh, it's like
Top 3?
it's top five for sure.
Okay.
It's top 5. I'm into it. I like it.
I love it.
Okay.
I like having a little alternative beverage.
Sometimes I just want to know if the poppy flavor is actually good.
Is actually good. Yeah, because they come out with ones and you're like, oh, that sounds nice. And then you're like,
I know.
You got to get ones that like, and I actually think that the fruity ones are better at covering like the
Yes.
weird acidity of like these gut healthy drinks.
Yep.
And so that's a good one.
But that's all for us, guys. You can follow us on TikTok and Instagram at the Vibe Providers Pod. I'm Kaitlyn.
And I'm Missy, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.